Namo Namaste. One more time, a little louder. Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Don't be afraid, we're the only ones in the building. One last time, a little louder. Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Thank you. You all have beautiful voices, and you all should be musicians because you can like clap on beat. That's like amazing. I know for the longest time, like when I would start clapping, like I just could not keep the beat going. So thank you. Before we end the night, we'll do one final mantra. You can kind of call it like our theme song almost. It's called the Maha Mantra. And the Maha Mantra is known as the mantra that contains the potency of thousands and thousands of mantras. In the Gita, it is said that the Maha Mantra is the mantra prescribed for the age we live in, known as Kali Yuga, or the age of hypocrisy in the world. You know, I bet on all 5 hands you could name different ways for how we live in that time and age. So it's really simple. Many of you may be familiar with it. If you're not, don't worry, you'll pick up quite quickly. It's a really sweet mantra. It's very symmetrical. It's 16 words, I believe, 32 syllables. It's really amazing. Hopefully the slide's reflecting us, correct? On the same page? Wonderful.
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, one last time all together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you everybody for singing along, participating. You know, I was a bit worried, we don't have any other instruments. I was having a little, mental anxiety because I was becoming a human doing instead of a human being. But, I think I'm grateful that we did not have any other instruments today because it brings out the strength of collective voice and mantra meditation. So I really thank all of you for singing loudly and with your hearts. I hope you can feel the mantra filling up the room, bouncing off the walls, resonating and penetrating deep into your heart and deep into your soul. Quickly, before we end and break for food, I am going to try to guess what's on the slide. What's on the slide?
Where do you commute from?
Sorry?
Where are you coming from? The boat.
Oh yes, where are you coming from? Yeah.
Also your batteries running.
Oh, my battery's running low. Okay, that's okay, yeah. You can just dismiss the notification for now. We're almost done. Right, yeah. So because we are jumping around a little bit, I just want to get a sense of where people are coming from because we can then try to do events that are hopefully closer to the majority of where you all live. So if I have a volunteer, can I have someone read out the first option? What's the first option?
The battery running
North or
Oh no.
North Seattle or further north.
Okay, yes. Who's from North Seattle and further north? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. No, not sure. Okay, and then I think there was like South Seattle, right? Who's coming from South Seattle or further south? Ooh, no one. How about East Side? Okay, a couple. The islands. Did anybody take a ferry? Okay, thank you. That's really helpful. And then the next slide is just asking how you got here. So who drove? Ooh, hopefully everybody enjoyed the free parking.
Yes.
Yes. And then anybody take the bus or public transport or the link? Go environmentalism. Yes, good job. I think those are the two main options. Okay, now what's up there?
The
Weekly schedule, huh? Okay, so in case you're unfamiliar with Mantra House, we do in-person events, but also events throughout the week, both online and in person. So if you're interested in staying connected, learning more about Bhakti, how it can be applied into your day-to-day lives, we have many, many interesting events. We have Meditation Mondays. Hopefully, those of you in the WhatsApp group have probably been seeing that we've been on break for a long time. I hope we stop the break eventually, but eventually we'll be back with Meditation Mondays. We have Wisdom Wednesdays where we get monks and different Bhakti Yoga practitioners to come and share their knowledge. Everybody from like entrepreneurs to people who are working professionals to people, I really don't know. Like we sometimes have a monk from like Africa join us and it's like 3 a.m. for him, but he just loves talking and sharing his wisdom and knowledge and it's just amazing. So Wisdom Wednesdays I think are really cool. And then of course we meet here typically Saturday. This was Friday because we have to match the schedule of the speaker. And I think this is about upcoming in-person events, if I remember correctly. So tomorrow, right here in the same studio, we have a yin and sound experience led by Jay Advaita. I don't know if some of you know him, maybe he's part of the Mantra House volunteer community, and Alexis. We did one of these in the past and we had a great response, so we're excited to have Alexis join us. She comes all the way from the islands. She's one of those people, she takes a ferry, it's like a whole 2-hour trek for her, but she loves volunteering her time. So if you're in the area and you want to do some yin and sound, we'll be back here tomorrow. And then finally, next week on Saturday, we are celebrating a special Kirtan Soul Fest Thanksgiving edition right here in the DB studio on Saturday, 6 p.m. In addition to mantra meditation and kirtan, we'll also have amazing food. Nupur, is there a preview of the food? What's going to be in the menu next week? Next week, yeah.
Next week we have Mexican. So we have burritos, and then we have nachos or chips and salsa, and maybe tacos.
Yes, so
Still finalizing.
if not for the mantra meditation, come for the food. Food for your stomach, food for your body. Yes, so I think that brings me to my last slide with just the schedule of upcoming events and programs and the QR code to join the Mantra House WhatsApp community in case you're interested to continue staying connected. It's an announcements group where we just share more about events and upcoming offerings. And I do want to end with that Mantra House is powered by volunteers, and we are a nonprofit. We run based off of donations in the community. So if you don't mind, before you leave, if you did not already donate, it would be really wonderful if you can, because renting a space is not very cheap, unfortunately. So it just helps us to continue doing what we're doing. And if you're, by no means is it a requirement, right? We know people are at different points in their lives. We don't want money to ever be a factor. We are a community after all. But if your current situation allows you to, we are ever grateful. And typically suggest around $10 or so. It just helps us cover the space, the food, disposables, everything else in between. Thank you so much, everybody. And we have food today. Okay, Nupur, now what is the menu for this week?
Today is Indian Bombay delights. So we have buns with a curry, which is almost like mixed vegetable curry. In India, we call it pav bhaji. So if you have ever had it in India, it's like a tangy flavor with buns. And then we have, you might have seen these actually now come in Costco. It's called pani puris. These are Indian water balls. So flavorful water filled in like almost like shot glasses made of edible stuff. So you can put them in your mouth. And then we also have patties, which are made with semolina and with a chutney. And then we have sweet, which is rice and milk pudding.
Sorry, I gave you a really difficult job of trying to translate Indian street
Yeah.
food to like terms that everybody can understand. But
it's yummy. So
it's really yummy, and at least for myself, I was born and brought up in America, so whenever I go to India, my digestive system cannot handle street food. So this is the closest experience I get to street food. I know that there's like people from America who go and like they eat the street food, and I'm like, you guys are really adventurous. I don't know how you're still living. But hopefully you get to experience a little bit of street food today. So please enjoy, and if you have any dietary restrictions, of course, please let the volunteers know and they'll do best to accommodate. Thank you so much, everybody. It always dies right at the How are you doing? general
series.
Yeah, well, we do this every Friday or